So I wanted to talk to you today about an exercise that's great for encouraging your legs to stay straight, both on the floor and in the air. Basically, sometimes our quads are quite strong, but what they don't necessarily enjoy doing is engaging, because we don't necessarily train them, engaging and working in the end range of how our straight our legs can go. So what you want to do is you want to be pretty comfortable, kind of think about lifting up in your pelvis and having a long spine. Then what I do is I take my hand just above my kneecap, don't press on the kneecap, above the kneecap. I grab the outside of the foot, I flex, so I straighten the leg, flex the foot and pull, okay? So what I'm doing is I'm encouraging length forward with this hand and encouraging my leg to kind of lift into a nice little line. Now, if you have hyperextended legs, this may not be the best exercise for you. However, if you do understand your hyperextension, you can come to kind of mid-range and work from there, because it's great for strengthening the tiny muscles around the kneecap. Okay, so we're here, we've pushed down, we're letting go of the hand, sitting up straight, and then you're really slowly pointing the foot. It's gonna burn. Okay, then you do that again. Push gently down, lift, hold, let go. Try to keep this as tight to the floor as possible and straighten. Now you want to do that 5 times on each leg. Once you've done that 5 times, flex and extend. You're going to do the horrible bit. You're going to lift the leg off the floor 15 times without letting the leg bend, and then hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let go, roll out your Bernie bit, do it on the other side. So 15 leg lifts, point through the foot, lift, 15 times, I don't need to do it, yeah? And then the last one you're gonna hold. Now if you can get this higher, please do so. Otherwise, even if you get this much off the floor without this bending, so make sure that as you do this, and you've done this, that it doesn't micro bend to lift, okay? You want to really make sure that it's really straight, so it stays exactly the same. So feel free to film yourself and make sure that your leg doesn't suddenly do this, because what you're doing on the floor and in the air, by having this micro bend, you're actually placing too much tension into the hip muscles, which shouldn't be doing all the work. So the minute the leg is straight and you're really activating and working down the whole of your leg, you are making your leg lighter in the air. Now this is really good for 2 things. Firstly, because when we're stretching, we want to make sure that the opposite muscle to the muscle that we're stretching is working to support and protect the muscle that is stretching. I could go on about it, but I'm not. In the air, this is important for 2 things. Firstly, you're going to remember, because of the intensity of this exercise, what it feels like to have a straight leg in the air. And secondly, when you go to do things like inversions, you are going to find it easier, because the whole leg is working and not just these overworked hip muscles and hip flexors. So if you want to be working on your inversions, you want to come to a straddle, do the same thing. Now it's a little bit more different and you might have a harder time. So if you can't grab your foot, don't worry, but do make sure you flex, gently push down, point, both hands on either side, lift from here. Do the exact same thing, 15 lifts and a hold on each side, and then if you feel like it, you can do both. Point, lift, 15 times and a hold.